Hello, everyone. Welcome to Barca News. It is July 31st, 2025, and Barcelona have confirmed a huge cash injection. Also, we're going to be talking about where will Barcelona play next season because reports stating that Barcelona are considering playing at the Johan Cruyff Stadium. And finally, Ter Stegen might not be the solution that Barcelona were counting on. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. My name is Bo, and you won't believe the day I'm having. I was supposed to fly home to Vegas to visit my family. I missed my flight. I got placed on another flight that had a connection in Detroit. That flight was delayed. So when I got to Detroit, I had missed my connection. So now I'm stuck in Detroit because there's no flights until tomorrow. I had to get a hotel. It's been a long day. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. But I could not go to bed without making a news video because there's a lot of news, starting with that Barcelona have confirmed the sponsorship deal that I had told you about several days ago or a few weeks ago, which was with the Democratic Republic of El Congo. Now, Barcelona confirmed this today through official announcements to their social media accounts and their website, of course, confirming that Barcelona have signed a sponsorship deal with the Congo until the 2028-2029 season. So 4-season deal with the DRC. Barcelona did not specify how much they will be making off this deal, but we know from other sources that Barcelona will make 44 million euros for this 4-season deal with the Democratic Republic of Congo. So definitely a huge injection for Barcelona. Now, we do have specific details about the sponsorship deal now that Barcelona have official announcement. For starters, the phrase DR Congo, Coeur de l'Afrique, which means Heart of Africa, will appear on the back of the training kits of all the Barcelona professional teams. So that's the first team, all the academy teams, basketball, handball, futsal, women's team, you name it. So the phrase DRC or the RDC, Heart of Africa, will appear on the back of all the kits. Also, the Barca academies will develop and create programs that will be part of camps and clinics in the Democratic Republic of Congo aimed at children in order to develop children in the DRC to be able to play football, futsal, basketball, handball, and roller hockey. So Barcelona will implement programs in the DRC to help immersion talent in that African nation. Also, the Barca Innovation Hub will develop coaching programs in the DRC in order to help, aspiring coaches to learn how to coach a team. And finally, at the Camp Nou, or at the Espai Barca, I guess, because the whole camp is called Espai Barca, there will be an exhibition called House of DRC, which will be an immersive exhibition that showcases the cultural diversity and sporting tradition of the Democratic Republic of Congo. So pretty cool sponsorship. It's not just, we're just going to slap our logo on the kits. It's also, kind of like a collaboration between Barcelona and the Democratic Republic of Congo to promote, develop sports in the African nation. And of course, Barcelona get to make 44 million euros. Not bad at all. Now, on to that next bit of news, because today reports were emerging that Barcelona were considering playing the beginning of the season at the Johan Cruyff Stadium. Now, as you know, Barcelona are hoping to return to the Camp Nou by the September 14 weekend, where Barcelona will play their first official home match of the season, or the fourth fixture of this upcoming season, against Valencia. It's not sure whether the Camp Nou will be ready. And today reports emerged stating that Barcelona are considering playing the beginning of the season at the Johan Cruyff Stadium, which is where the Barcelona family and Barca Athletic play their respective matches. And well, I'm here to tell you that those reports are actually not true. Why? Because the Johan Cruyff Stadium can only hold up to 6,000 people, and that's below the minimum of 8,000 people that La Liga require. Now, the Johan Cruyff Stadium currently is considered a Category 3 stadium, and to be able to play official La Liga matches, you have to have a Category 1 or a Category 2 stadium. So the Johan Cruyff Stadium does not qualify for La Liga matches. So those reports that Barcelona are considering playing at the Johan Cruyff at the beginning of the season are not true. Only the Joan Gamper Trophy match will be played at the Johan Cruyff, and that's because, of course, that's a friendly match. It's not an official La Liga season match. Now, the number one goal is still to return to the Camp Nou by that weekend. The plan B, if that doesn't work, is to play at the Olympic Stadium where Barcelona have been playing the last 2 seasons. Now, the reason why these reports started emerging that Barcelona could play at the Johan Cruyff is because there is a concert on September 12th. So 2 days before Barcelona are set to play against Valencia, there's a Post Malone concert. And that, of course, is not enough time to install the pitch, let the pitch set in, prepare the stadium for matches. So that's why these reports started to circulate. However, there could be a solution there because right now the ticket sales are actually low for the Post Malone concert. Not surprised. Who the hell still listens to Post Malone these days? But anyways, so what the city could do is relocate the concert of Post Malone to a smaller venue, which means that the Olympic Stadium could be available in case Barcelona need it. So plan A is to return to the Camp Nou. Plan B is the Olympic Stadium. Johan Cruyff Stadium is not a possibility because it doesn't meet the standards of La Liga. Now, on to the next bit of news, because we do have to talk about Mark Ter Stegen, because as you know, the German goalkeeper has undergone a surgery on his back. It's expected that he could be out for around 4 to 5 months. And Barcelona were in order to register another player in his place, kind of like what they did with Christensen. Christensen got injured last summer. He underwent surgery, and they used 80% of his salary to register Olmo and Pau Victor. So Barcelona were hoping to do that same with Ter Stegen. We do have an update. It seems like Ter Stegen might not be the solution, because since Ter Stegen got injured, while the summer transfer market was wide open, meaning that Barcelona could have, found someone else in his place, which obviously they did, Barcelona would only be able to use 50% of his salary, not 80%. Also, because he's a goalkeeper, they can only register another goalkeeper in his place, which I think that part is not a problem, because Barcelona were hoping to register Joan Garcia in his place, who is a goalkeeper. So that's not a problem. But the problem is that Barcelona are not going to be able to use 80%. They're only going to be able to use 50% of his salary, which, of course, we don't know the exact salary of Joan Garcia. And that, of course, will determine whether Joan Garcia will be able to be registered in a place of Ter Stegen. Now, as far as Ter Stegen himself, they're stating that it's not looking good for him as far as the German national team, because we know Neuer has retired from international duty. And now it's been revealed that Neuer has actually called Nagelsmann and said, hey, man, if Ter Stegen cannot play, or if Ter Stegen does not play for Barcelona, I can come back from retirement. So not looking good for him as far as his aspiration to be the starting goalkeeper for the German national team for this World Cup, and not looking good for Barcelona's aspirations to register someone in the place of Ter Stegen. Now, speaking of goalkeepers, we do have to talk about our other goalkeeper, Iñaki Peña, who, of course, is on his way out of Barcelona. Barcelona don't count on him. The goalkeeper has decided to leave. There were talks, of course, about rescinding his contract, but initially Iñaki Peña was not in favor of that. But they're stating now that Iñaki Peña and his representatives have become more open to this idea, because so far no offer have come for the goalkeeper. There's a lot of interest in him, with a lot of clubs willing to sign him, but only as a free agent, not willing to pay a transfer fee. So they're saying that Iñaki and his agent are now more receptive to a contract rescission. So that might end up being the resolution where Barcelona and the goalkeeper agree to just cancel the contract. Maybe Barcelona pay him something like half of his salary. That's because his contract expires next summer or something like that. And then the player ends up leaving for free, so he can join whatever club he wishes to do so. Now, the last bit of news is not necessarily Barcelona news, but it is kind of a bit related, which is in regards to Luis Diaz, because Bayern Munich have made this signing official, which I'm thankful because I had gotten sick and tired of talking about him. I'm sure you guys got sick and tired of hearing me talking about him. But it's been revealed that Bayern Munich have paid 75 million euros for Luis Diaz, who has signed until 2029, which to me is absolutely insane. To pay 75 million euros for a 29-year-old who's going to be with you until he's 33. I mean, that contract you just cannot amortize. Really, really crazy numbers. But nonetheless, thank you, Bayern Munich, for signing Luis Diaz, because had Bayern not signed them, I don't want to imagine what the lengths that Deco would have went to try to sign Luis Diaz, including probably selling his own mother. But anyways, that is all the news for this live. I'm going live again in a few moments because I do have more news to cover. Again, I'm not home. I'm currently stuck in Detroit. It's been a crazy day. But nonetheless, I will still keep bringing you Barcelona news because, of course, Barcelona does not stop. Thank you for watching. I'll see you live in a few moments. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, and as always, peace, guys.